Welcome to this webinar, everyone. My name is Byron Almendares. I am a sales engineer and it's a pleasure for me to be here with you for this webinar. So before we begin, please scan the QR code displayed in this presentation so you will be registered as a participant for this webinar. So the webinar will begin shortly in 3 minutes. So again, please scan the QR code displayed in this presentation, and this will enable you to download the demo project also, and you will be registered as participant for this webinar. So let's begin. Today we're going to see how to configure the wireless bridges and also how to design your projects efficiently by using the heat maps tool provided for free by Luigi Networks. So before we begin, let's see a little bit our heat maps. Well, heat map is a visual tool that provides detailed representation signal strength, coverage, and interference in a specific area. It's like a roadmap for your wireless network. So before we create or we start our wireless bridge project, it is very important to use a heat map in order to create a very good, very well designed. So why are heat maps essential? First, visualize signal coverage. Heat maps help you see exactly where your wireless signal is strong and where it's weak, enabling you to design for optimal coverage. Second, identify interference. They allow you to pinpoint areas with high interference, which can degrade link quality and ensure line of sight. This is very important, especially for wireless bridges. Heat maps help that your point-to-point or point-to-multipoint connections have clear line of sight, avoiding physical obstructions. And last, optimize resource placement. By analyzing coverage data, you can determine the best location for antennas, receivers, and other infrastructures to maximize efficiency. So, for all of these reasons, heat maps are very essential. And let's see another benefit: improved stability. Proper planning using heat maps reduces the likelihood of dropped content. That is very important. Reduce cost. Identify optimal device placement during the planning stage saves time and avoid unnecessary equipment. And scalability. Heat maps make it easier to expand your network or adjust configurations as your needs grow. So Router Ridge's heatmap tool provides an intuitive interface that simplifies the process of creating and analyzing heat maps. So in this webinar, we will see a practical demonstration on how to use this very important tool, the heat map for wireless bridges, provided by for free by Rigi or Rauji. So, and have you ever weak or unstable wireless connections? And imagine if you could identify those problems areas before installation. That's the power of a heat map. But before see the practical demonstrations in this webinar, let's see the different types of Regis wireless bridges. So these are the different types of wireless bridges, and we will see a very brief, very quickly review. So let's begin with the RG EST 100E, decided for 500 meters wireless bridges. So let's see this brief review. So this is a very good option for elevators. So let's see the other option, the RG EST 310B2, designed for 1 kilometer wireless bridge. So let's see this quick review, this unboxing. It has facility report, wall mounting. So this is a very good option for wireless bridges designed for 1 kilometers. So let's see the other options. Rigi types wireless bridges, the RGEST 350B2, 5 kilometers wireless bridge. So let's see this quick review. So this is a very good option for 5 kilometers wireless bridge. Let's see. The other option is the LG Air Metro series, designed for 2, 5, 10, and also up to 15 kilometers wireless bridges. So let's see this quick review about this LG Air Metro series. Ideal for WISP and CCTV scenario. With bridge alignment tool, with sound prompt, bridge spread in the scan, and link optimization. So this is the LG Air Metro series. So let's see about the installation and setup of Ridge wireless bridges also. It is very easy to start. So, and the configuration is very quickly. So let's see how to set up Ridge wireless bridges in less than 3 minutes. All of this is included in the package. So we just had to log in with our user credential on Wiki app and do all of these steps. very quickly, very easy to configure. And also very intuitive. So we can see the connection mode, and in less than 3 minutes, you will be able to configure all of these wireless bridges of Ouija. So, and let's see the RG Metro 550 GB wireless bridge installation video.
Before installation, prepare necessary tools and materials. The AirMetro 550GB wireless bridge can be mounted on a 90-degree, 120-degree, or 360-degree antenna. This video demonstrates the installation of the S120 antenna. First, attach the U-bracket to the back of the antenna using 4 hexagon flange nuts. Then, secure the pole bracket to either side of the U-bracket using 2 Phillips hexagon flange bolts. Next, thread 2 cuphead square neck bolts with large head through the pole bracket and the pole clamp. And secure the antenna to the pole using 2 hexagon flange nuts. The Phillips hexagon flange bolts on the U-bracket can be loosened to adjust the tilt angle of the antenna. Connect one end of each RF cable to an SMA connector on the wireless bridge, and tighten them by hand. With the end connected to the RF cables facing upward, align the wireless bridge with the mounting bracket, and slide it down to secure it in place. Attach the other end of each RF cable to an SMA connector on the antenna, and then cover each joint with the protective cover. Install the waterproof cover by sliding it down to cover the top of the wireless bridge. Press the protruding piece at the bottom of the wireless bridge to remove the bottom cover. Take out the passive PoE injector and connect it to the power cord. Use or make an Ethernet cable based on the distance between the wireless bridge and the power source. The device supports PoE power supply over Cat5e or higher cables with a maximum length of 100 meters, 328 feet. Connect one end of the Ethernet cable to the LAN 1 PoE port of the wireless bridge, and the other end to the PoE port of the passive PoE injector. Then, connect the LAN port of the passive PoE injector to a server using another Ethernet cable. Finally, plug the power cord into a 220V power socket for power supply. The wireless bridge must be powered using the supplied PoE injector. Using other PoE injectors or switches may result in irreparable damage to the wireless bridge. To dismount the wireless bridge, start by pressing the left and right sides of the waterproof cover to remove it. Then, press the protruding piece to detach the wireless bridge from the antenna. The installation is complete. Thank you for watching.
So as we can see, it is very easy to install. And also the configuration. Using the Ouija app, you can do that in less than 3 minutes. So let's see the other one, the last that we will see in this webinar, the LG AirMetro 460G wireless bridge. So let's see this installation video.
The AirMetro 460G wireless bridge is specifically designed to transmit surveillance video data or other wireless data over long distances. Before installation, prepare necessary tools and materials. The AirMetro 460G wireless bridge can be mounted on a pole. Align the mounting poles and pegs on the reflectors and press down firmly to secure the pegs in place. Then, use the 4M3 screws to attach the reflectors securely together. With the side displaying the silkscreen as the front, and the spirit level on the antenna base facing upward, attach the antenna base to the back of the reflectors by aligning the joints of the reflectors into the slots on the antenna base. Then, secure the assembly on the front side using the remaining 6 screws. Take out the mounting bracket, ensuring the rod faces downward. Attach and secure the mounting bracket to the antenna base until you hear a click, indicating it is firmly in place. Loosen hose clamps with a screwdriver. Take out the pole mounting plate and 2 hose clamps. Thread the hose clamps through the 2 gaps located at the bottom of the pole mounting plate and then through the pole. Once in position, adjust the clamps to the desired height and tighten them securely using the screwdriver. Take out the long bolt, the wing knob, and the nut. Thread the long bolt through the center of the wing knob. Insert the nut into the rectangular slot on the side of the antenna base. Then, from the other side, insert the long bolt and rotate the wing knob to secure the long bolt and nut. Insert the bottom cylinder of the antenna bracket into the upper circular hole of the pole mount. Take 1 long bolt and 1 wing knob, thread the long bolt through the center of the wing knob to combine them. Then, insert the assembled long bolt into the upper circular hole of the antenna bracket and tighten it using the wing knob. Align the peg on the wireless bridge with the slot on the assembled reflectors. Securely tighten the wireless bridge in the direction indicated by the closed sign. Use or make an Ethernet cable based on the distance between the wireless bridge and the power source. The device supports PoE power supply, 5E or higher cables with a maximum length of 100 meters, 328 feet. As shown here, the waterproof connector consists of 3 parts: the cover, the plug, and the rotating shaft. Take out the waterproof connector and unscrew the cover to access the plug. Insert the Ethernet cable through the cover, the plug, and the rotating shaft in order. Connect the Ethernet cable port on the wireless bridge. Then, attach the rotating shaft to the antenna base securely. Finally, tighten the cover to ensure a secure fit. Take out the passive PoE injector and connect it to the power cord. Connect the other end of the Ethernet cable to the PoE port of the passive PoE injector. Next, connect the LAN port of the passive PoE injector to a server or camera using another Ethernet cable. Finally, plug the power cord into a 220V power socket for power supply. The wireless bridge must be powered using the supplied PoE injector. Using other PoE injectors or switches may result in irreparable damage to the wireless bridge. The installation is complete. Thank you for watching.
So, as we just see, it is very easy, the installations, and also the configuration of these devices. It is very intuitive, though. So, right now, we're going to see a practical demonstration on how to use the heat maps on Rigi. So first, we have to log in with our user credentials on the Rigi Cloud. So first, we have to go to Rigi Cloud with page and log in with our user credentials, username and password. And then we had to look at the sections, the AI heat map, and click on it. Then click on Create BOM. Then we had to fill in a name for this BOM name project. So I'm going to write your wireless reached webinar. Then we had to choose a scenario. I'm going to choose this universal scenario, and this is optional, the BOM description. I'm going to enter a name or BOM description here. Bridge project, wireless bridge project, and click on OK button. Then at the top left side, we can see this option, the WLAN wireless bridge. So click on wireless bridge, and then we can find or search an address here, a place, or enter a coordinate here. So going to search for a city, for example, El Paso, Texas. Yeah, here. And also you can write a coordinate if you have, or you use Google Maps, you can't type this coordinate here directly as well. So if we click on this coordinate, if we type or enter the coordinate here, we can search this coordinate here. Here we have the location. And so the first step is to pinpoint the OR site by searching for the series or enter a coordinate here. So in order to do that, we just had to click on Add Site here. And we can also create or add another site by just clicking on here, Add Site, and clicking on the place in which we want to store the wireless bridge. So I'm going to click here for the CPE, and this will be the AP or the base station. And I'm going to click here for another CPE. And when we're ready, we just have to click on Save and Exit. That's it. We have our point here. So if we click on this point, I'm going to modify the name. This will be the base station AP base station. You can enter a remarks also here and click on Save button. Then this is the site number 2, so click on this and I'm going to write CPE number 1 and save. And for this last point, I'm going to write or enter this name CPE number 2 and save. So this is the first step to add a site. So we need to pinpoint the coordinate in which we want to install the wireless bridges. And then the second step is to add the bridge. So we just have to click here at the bridge. And first we had to click on the base station. So this is my base station. So I'm going to click here. And then we can see here the distance in kilometers. So I'm going to click on the other point. And when we are ready, we just have to click on Save and Exit here. And that's it. The platform will choose automatically the best option for the wireless bridge in this project. So if we click on the base station, as we can see, the application has automatically decided the wireless bridge that match the requirements for this wireless bridge project. So we can change it also. If we modify the points, as we can see, automatically the platform will adapt, choosing the best option for the project. So you can also change the wireless bridge by clicking on manual. So if we click on manual, we can choose or change the between these different wireless bridges, the EST 310 B2, the 350 B2, or the LG or Metro 550 GB, or the 4. So I'm going to choose between these options in order to show you the difference. So, um, so we can see the line has changes from the blue color to red color. It indicated that the signal is lost. This is not good for our project, so we need to change or modify the locations. As we can see, this is the coverage area for the optimal coverage area for my project. So it is very customizable. You can change it, switch between auto product selection or manual product selection if you want. So I'm going to select to changes to auto product selections in order to show you what happens here. As we can see, the platform has automatically modified the product selections for the LG EST 350 B2, designed for up to 5 kilometers. And as we can see, this is the base station here, and this is the height of the pole or the post height. This is the coordinates, the azimuth, the tilt, and also we can see the capacity, the estimated download and upload speed, the expected signal as well, the terrain here. We can see if we click on the CPE, we can change between CPE number 1 or number 2, and the first is the base station, and this is these are the CPE. We can see the height also, azimuth, tilt, coordinates. We can enter a note here also. And when you are happy with your wireless bridge project, you can also export it in PDF or Word format also. So I click on export button in order to create a report of this wireless bridge project. And that's it. Here I have my report. You can customize all of this. We can see the heat maps, placement map, the topology. You can also see this bridge group and position, azimuth, tilt, remarks, the coordinates, the height or recommended height, the pole, the highlights also, and you can enter, fill out all of this form in a customizable way by clicking on edit. And when we are happy with our report, we can select between Excel, PDF, or Word format. I'm going to save locally in PDF format. So this is the wireless bridge report with the covered, highlight, product list, and the description at the product list, the topology, and the placement design. the heat mapped 5 gigahertz. And also the device installation with all of this information, very useful for the base stations, the recommended geotent azimuth coordinate, estimated or expected upload speed, expected download speed also. All of this very useful information to install our wireless bridges in the project. So, as we can see, it's very useful and also very easy to use. So I'm going to give you a review on how to use this tool. First, we had to log in with our user credentials in RigiCloud. Then we had to go to AI heatmap here. Then we had to click on create BOM, fill out this information, this form. I'm going to choose the scenario universal. Descriptions and click on OK button. Then we had to click on wireless bridge here at this button, and we had to search for the city, or also you can enter directly the coordinates if you have a map or coordinates already. So I'm going to select the city, El Paso, United States. Then we just had to add a site. So I'm going to select here for this example and this place. Just click on this place. Then I'm going to select another to connect my CPE. So here and here. Then save and exit. Then we can modify the name at this point and also the location if you want. So this will be the base station or the AP. Save, and this will be my CPE number 1. And the other will be the CPE number 2. And that's it. When we're ready with our point, we just have to click on Add Bridge. Click first on the base stations. So click here and click on the other point. And when we are ready, just click on Save and Exit. And that's it. Very easy. As we can see, the platform will automatically decide for the best options for this project. Just as we can see, the platform has already selected the RG EST 350B2 for this wireless bridge project. This wireless bridge is ideal for wireless bridge projects have up to 5 kilometers. We can see the coverage area here. We can modify the points if you want. So the points are between the coverage area. So if we put this point out of the coverage area, so the platform will automatically change the device for another. So I'm going to put this here. And as we can see, the platform do that automatically for us. But you can change it. You can switch between auto to manual product selections. So if you change it, you can select between all of these devices in order to test the coverage of your wireless bridge project. And if we change this, for example, as we can see here, the platform no longer adapt automatically, but we can see that this line changes to red color. That is a bad connection. So I'm going to put this between the coverage range area. And we can see here all of these parameters, the height of the pole. We can change that also if you want. The azimuth, the tilt also, you can change all of these parameters. The base station, the first is the base station, and here we can see the CPE. You can also modify all of these parameters in a very customizable way. So I'm going to modify the height of the pole here. And when you're ready, you can see all of this inclination of the terrain, but and there is a very good line of sight here. And when we are ready, when we are happy with our wireless bridge project, we just have to click on export. And that's it. It's very easy to do, very useful also. And when you install all of these wireless bridges, it's very easy to do that also. We just had to enter with our user credential on Rigi Cloud. Then we just had to create the project by clicking on Add Project. For example, I'm going to create a wireless bridge project. Management password. Choose the scenario. You can change the time zone also. And also you can bring a location here. For example, to Paso, Texas. So when we're ready with all of this project, we just have to click on next button. And then we just have to select the device type. In this case, for wireless bridge project, we just have to click on here, then click on next and fill out all of this information there, enter the serial number of the devices, the wireless bridge, and the name, the alias for those devices. And automatically, the devices, when these connect to internet, they will automatically upload or will be on the Rigi Cloud. And we can modify and we'll be able to administrate all of those wireless bridges by using the Rigi Cloud web page. So as we can see, I have a wireless bridge project here. I have all of these devices connected and we can see the topology. And if we click on bridge overview, we can see here the connection between all of these wireless bridge, the base stations, and the CPE point to multi-point connections. So you can see that the signal strength, dBm strength, decibels, and also all of these parameters. You can click on the CPE also and change the name if it is necessary. And we can also click on the device list and enter using the eWeb to the wireless bridge. When they are connected to internet, we are able to create a tunnel and access using the eWeb to the wireless bridge. So as we can see, it is very useful, very easy to install also, and very practical. By using the AI heat map, you can create your wireless bridge project in a very useful, very easy, and very customizable way. You can also change the terrain here, the buildings, terrain, and satellite. Where am I directing this? We have reached out the end of this webinar. If you have any question or comments, please feel free to write them in the question panel. Oh, and can you hear me clearly? So I can see here in the question panel that the audio stopped. So thank you, Elkind. I didn't realize that before. Um, so if you have any question or comments, please feel free to write them in the question panel. So sorry for this issue. I didn't realize that my audio, my microphone was off. So I'm going to give you a review. Also, again, the last review of this, because I know that my audio was off when I was explaining this, but it is very, very easy, very useful. So the first step we had to do is just click count and or log in with our user credentials on ReadyCloud. Then we just had to click on AI heat map, then create a BOM, fill out this form. Click on OK button. Then we just had to select here at the left tab of the screen, we can see the WLAN. So just we had to click on wireless bridge. And then we just had to enter a place or directly the coordinate. If you have the coordinate for the point of the wireless bridges, you can enter here directly also. But I'm going to write password the city here. Then and you just had to click on add site. First, we had to pinpoint the base stations. So I'm going to click here, the point of the base station, then the point of the different CPE. And when we are ready, we just have to click on save and exit. Then we just have to click on the first site. I'm going to change the name of this site. We just have to click on this button, then click on name and modify the name. Base station. Then click on save button. Then we had to change the name of the another site. In this case, this will be my CPE number 1. Number 1, just click on save button, and the other will be my CPE number 2. So I'm going to modify this CPE number 2, and that's it. When we are ready, we just have to click on add bridge here, and first click on the base station, then click on the CPE, and when we are ready, just click on save and exit here. you just press this scan escape button in your keyboard also. And that's it. The platform will automatically select the best options for your project. So in this case, the platform has already selected the RG EST 350B2 wireless bridge. That is a very good option for wireless bridge up to 5 kilometers. We can see here the CPE, the link capacity also. We can see all of these informations, the terrain here, the height or the pole. We can modify all of these parameters. And you can also switch between auto to manual in order to modify these parameters. The base stations, the height, the azimuth, the tilt. You can modify it also. In this example, I'm going to change the height, for example, also 5 meters. So we can see the base station also have a 5 meters height here. And for the CPE, I'm going to select the number 1 and I'm going to write 9 meters here. But as we can see, this line here has changes. So this height is not ideal for this wireless bridge. It has to be a blue color that indicate a good signal coverage or good connections. But when we have a line in red color, it is a bad link connection. So I'm going to change it to, I'm going to elevate to 12 meters, and that's it. We have blue color here, a very good line of sight. We can see the capacity, the estimated, the expected download speed and upload speed. And when we're ready with our connection with our wireless bridge, we just have to click on export. And that's it. Very easy. You can customize all of this report with your personal information, company info. And when you are ready, just click on export or select between the different export format and save locally. I'm going to select Word, for example, in this case. And here we have the report. Here in Word format. The Word format is a very customizable format. We can edit here also by using the Word, Office Word. So we can see it is very useful, very easy also, and we can create different groups of wireless bridge as well by clicking on this button. And we can modify the terrain view, buildings, terrain, and satellite view. So, my dear attendees, we have reached out the end of this webinar. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them in the question bar. So thank you for attending this webinar. Thank you, Cesar, Diamond, Gilbert, Mauricio, and Patrick, and all of those who are connected right now. So I wish you all a great day. Farewell.